For you now. So those of you who aren't here today, here's the chart that we just filled in class. If you want to get it, it's on my website. But there it is. As you can see, it looks exceptionally lovely. Okay? And you can fill it out. But the most important thing here is the unit circle. And I'll try to bring that up where I can. That's on my website too, which is here. Pre-calc assignments, chapter 5, the unit circle. There it is, filled in for you. So you should have something that looks kind of like that. If you want to put where the sine is positive, cosine is positive, and all that kind of stuff, that would be helpful as well. But you should have something that looks like that. That's on my website, by the way. Okay. So now, if we can I copy this picture? Save picture as I don't know where you could go. Oh, copy. Okay. So now I'm going to bring up your note sheet, which is right here, chapter 5, 2 notes B. Okay? And I'm going to make that bigger. And then I'm going to go edit. What happens if I hit paste? Whoops. Paste options? What if I just did Control V? Control V. There it is. And I'm going to make it smaller. And I'm going to put it right over there. Ah! This is working, right? So now, when I move this guy, oh well. Right click it. Paste options. Whoa. That was good. How did I do that?
Click on the right click and then there's an arrow. Yeah.
There. That's good. So now we can see the unit circle while we're answering some of these questions. Okay? So, yes, sir. Oh, I didn't give you the new sheet yet? Oh. Did anyone not get that second sheet? Okay. So, here we go. So now you can answer a bunch of these questions, right? Using,
That's like 90 problems.
we'll see. We'll see. No, you can't just, you cannot just plug it into your calculator.
That's 30 pounds of homework.
Okay, sorry.
Plus the radiant snowman.
Sorry. So, these will go really fast. They're just problems like this. So the cosine of 9 pi over 2, the way you do that, okay, these are all quadrantal angles. So, well, not this one. So if you see something that ends in a 2 or a multiple of pi, that would tell you that it is probably one of the ones on the axis, okay? So 9 pi over 2, the way I think about this is that this is the same as 8 pi over 2 plus pi over 2. And the reason I think about it that way is because, right, because that 8 pi over 2 plus pi over 2 makes 9 pi over 2. That's 2 pi over 2, 4 pi over 2, 6 pi over 2, 8 pi over 2, plus one more pi over 2, which puts you right there. See that? So what is the cosine right up here?
Why did it not
0. Okay? So, you understand?
No.
Okay? 9 pi, so every 4 pi over 2. 2 pi is 1 revolution, right? So 4 pi over 2 is the same as 1 revolution. So what I did is I broke this up into 8 pi's over 2 and 2 pi's over 2. Because this is 4 pi over 2, 8 pi over 2, plus 1 more pi over 2, which is 9 pi over 2, which puts you here where the coordinates are 0, 1. Okay? So that is the x coordinate at that point, which is what you're looking for when you're looking for a cosine, is 0. Okay? Cosine is x, sine is y. Okay? So where would 11 pi over 2 be? 10 pi over 2 would be, let's see, 9 pi over 2, 10 pi over 2, 11 pi over 2, right? So 0, negative 1. Cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So sine is negative 1. What's the reciprocal? Wait, does that make sense? It's y. Yeah, it's negative 1, right? Yeah. It's a reciprocal of sine. Since sine is negative 1, right? The reciprocal of negative 1 is negative 1. So cosecant is also negative 1. Yes? Tangent of 3 pi. 2 pi, 3 pi. Okay? Tangent is y over x. What's y over x? Undefine. Yeah. Yes? I know it's confusing. You have to. Why? No, because it's. Oh, sorry. You're right, I'm wrong. I was thinking cotangent. Y over x, that should be 0. That was wrong. Okay? That should be 0. Okay? Sine of negative 7 pi over 6. So which direction am I turning? I'm turning clockwise. Okay? So from here to here is 6 pi over 6. So if I go one more pi over 6, that puts you up here. You see that? Okay? So, and you want the y coordinate there, which is, well, positive 1/2. Okay? So if you were to type in and you were in radian mode, sine of negative 7 pi over 6 into your calculator, you would get out positive 1/2. You have to make sure you're in radian mode. Okay? You should get out positive 1/2. Okay. Moving on. We have, so this is just find the exact value. So of the of an angle given the given point on the terminal side. So with this one, find the exact value of the trigonometric functions. Well, that's a pain in the neck. But we're going to do it. Okay? So negative root of 2 over 2, positive root of 2 over 2. Where am I? I'm right here, right? That's what they're asking you. So you have to figure out, you have to just look at your table and write down where you can figure it out by yourself. What is the sine, right? Sine is root of 2 over 2. Cosine is negative root of 2 over 2. Tangent is 1. Cotangent is negative 1. Cosecant is the reciprocal of this, which is negative root of 2, right? And cosecant is, the reciprocal of this, which is positive root of 2 over 2. And secant is the reciprocal of this, which is negative root of 2. Now, with this one right here, okay, you have to draw a different triangle. Find a different circle. So if you see one like this where it's not something that you're familiar with, the best way to do this is to draw a circle, okay, and draw in, there's a circle. Which quadrant would I be in if it's negative x, positive y?
Second quadrant.
I'm in the second quadrant. So if I were to draw this, that's not very good. But if I were to draw this up here, so it's some ray up there, that's really sloppy. No, I'm just going to keep it like that, okay? So this is what I would do, okay? That's really bad. Now, call this 5, okay? Since this is x, call this negative 2. And if you did the Pythagorean theorem, this comes out to be positive square root of 21. You understand what I just did? This is not a unit circle. It could be a unit circle, but it's easier to do it this way, okay? And you don't have to figure out what the angle is. What you have to figure out is what the sine, the cosine, the tangent, the cotangent, all that are. So looking at this little circle that I just drew, and the reason I drew it this way is because cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? And sine is opposite over hypotenuse. And x is negative here, and you always make the radius positive. Okay? Always make the radius positive. Okay? So then the sine of this, well, sine of theta, which we'll call this angle right here, is root of 21 over 5. Okay? Cosine is what? What's cosine? Negative 2 over 5. Whoops. Whoops. I'm good. Something's burning? Your brain, I think. Okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm sure it's okay with the fire.
Hey, just chill. Okay. We'll be okay. So this is negative 2 over 5. Okay? Come on. Focus here. A few more minutes. Tangents. So tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. So it's root of 21 over negative 2. Root of 21 over negative 2, which I prefer to write, and you should prefer to write it, as negative root of 21 over 2. You know what? What? Oh, crap. What just happened? Did I just lose that? You know what happened? All right, moving down, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This thing, find the exact value of each expression without a calculator. And you say, I don't know how to do that, that's impossible. And you're going to see one like this on a quiz, but it's really, really easy. What's the tangent of 45? I didn't finish this one. What's the tangent of 45? Please look at your table. Tangent of 45, it's 1. What's the cosine of 30? No, it's not. Root of 3 over 2. So this is equal to root of 3 over 2. Okay? Secant of pi over 4 is the reciprocal of cosine of pi over 4. So I know that the cosine of pi over 4 is root of 2 over 2. So this is 2 over root of 2 plus cotangent of pi over 3. What's cotangent of pi over 3? Look at your table. Should be root of 3, isn't it? Or is it root of 3 or is it? Cotangent of pi over 3, I think, is root of 3 over 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay? No, it's just root of 3 over 3. Okay? So then when I simplify this, I get this one actually, you could rewrite rationalized as plain old square root of 2. So what you get is this is 2 root of 2 plus 4 root of 3 over 3. And you could just leave it like that. What? Yes, it would be 4 root of 2. 4 root of 2. Yeah, that's what I just did. There's a secant of pi over 4 right there. Oh,
So then why write it?
because Kim confused me. It should be 2 root of 2. Okay?
But you wrote it like
2 over root of 2. If I multiply by root of 2 over root of 2, that's where that comes from. I get 2 root of 2 over 2, which is root of 2. Okay? So this is 2 root of 2, and that's 4 root of 3 over 3. And in your book, what they do, they find a common denominator, they multiply everything by 3. So they call this 6 root of 2 plus 4 root of 3, the whole thing over 3, like that. That's kind of the way you'll see it. Okay? What else we got here? A couple more things and then we'll be done. Okay? Oh my goodness.
we have like
Okay.
4 minutes.
These ones, you just plug into your calculator. Okay? Now, sine of pi over 10, you must make sure that you're in radian mode. In radian mode in your calculator. Done. Radian mode. Something my pen is dying. Radian mode.
Go ahead.
This one, cosecant of 5 pi over 12. You got to be really careful with this, okay? Since cosecant is equal to 1 over sine, there's no cosecant button on your calculator. Okay? Watch this. So since cosecant is equal to 1 over sine theta, what you have to do is you do 1 over the sine of 5 pi over 12. And you make sure you're in radian mode. Okay? Same with this one. 1 over sine of 55. Making sure that you're in degree mode. Cotangent, how would I do that? Cotangent is 1 over tangent. Okay? They're reciprocals. Okay? So you would do 1 over tangent of 70. Okay? Last thing. This is not on a unit circle, so find the exact 6 value 6 trig function. So let me just show you how to do this, and then I'll be done because this one works the same way. Okay? Draw a circle. Don't go yet. Draw a circle. Okay? Come over here to 5 down 12. Okay? Watch, please. Don't leave. You're going to have this on a test. So, if this coordinate right here is 5, negative 12, you guys see where I got that from? Over 5, down 12. I do the Pythagorean theorem. 5 squared plus 12 squared gives you what? 5 squared plus negative 12. Excuse me, plus negative 12 squared gives you c squared. You get c equals 13. Okay? So then to find the 6 trig functions, sine of theta, sine is equal to, I shouldn't write, sine of theta is equal to negative 12 over 13. My pen's running out. Cosine is 5 over 13. Tangent is negative 12 over 5. Okay? Negative 12 over 5. And then you just flip all those. Flip this to find the cosecant, flip this to find the secant, and flip this to find the cotangent. Okay? So